Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're talking about the Roman legion, one of the most formidable military forces in history. You know, those guys, total symbols of strength, discipline, and winning. They were the backbone of the Roman Empire. For centuries, these guys were like the iron fist of Rome, taking over and running a huge empire. Their influence stretched far and wide. From the scorching deserts of North Africa to the dense, spooky forests of Germany, they made everyone follow Roman rules. No terrain was too tough for them. Their battle plans were famous, their training was super tough, and they were totally loyal. They practiced rigorous drills and strategies that made them nearly invincible. But even these super soldiers weren't unbeatable. They faced defeats and setbacks that tested their resilience. History remembers their big wins, but it also remembers their worst losses. These moments of triumph and tragedy shaped the legacy of the Roman legion. So, in the forests of Germany, something big was about to happen. It was the year 9 AD. The Roman governor, a guy named Varus, was leading 3 legions into the Teutoburg forest. It seemed like a normal mission, but it turned into a total disaster. This thick, old forest, with its tall trees and tangled plants, became a trap. They were walking right into an ambush planned by Arminius, a German leader. Arminius used to be friends with Rome, but now he wanted to kick them out of his land. What happened next was terrible. The Roman legions, who had marched confidently into the Teutoburg forest, were now facing an unimaginable nightmare. Over several days, Arminius's warriors attacked the legions. The ambushes were relentless, and the Romans were caught off guard at every turn. The Romans, who were usually so organized, started to fall apart. Their formations broke down, and chaos reigned as they tried to fend off the attackers. They had all their heavy equipment, and it was hard to move around in the forest. The dense trees and uneven terrain made it nearly impossible to maintain their usual discipline. Their battle plans, which worked great in open fields, were useless in this mess. The forest was a death trap, and the Romans were ill-prepared for such guerrilla warfare. A Roman historian named Tacitus wrote about how awful it was, the desperate fighting and everyone who was hurt. He described the scene as one of utter devastation and horror. The legionary eagles, which were like Roman flags, were captured. These symbols of Roman pride and power were now in the hands of their enemies, a devastating blow to Roman morale. Varus, seeing that he was going to lose, killed himself. In his final moments he chose death over the shame of defeat, a tragic end to a catastrophic event. The Battle of the Teutoburg forest shocked everyone in Rome. It was a devastating and unexpected blow that left the Roman Empire reeling. The dense forests of Germania became the graveyard for thousands of Roman soldiers. It meant that Rome couldn't take over Germany anymore. The dream of expanding the empire into the Germanic territories was shattered. This defeat marked a significant turning point in Roman expansionist policies. Losing 3 legions, a big chunk of Rome's army, was a huge hit. The loss of these experienced soldiers and their equipment was irreplaceable. The battlefield was littered with the remnants of what was once a formidable force. The Emperor Augustus was super upset. He had trusted his generals and believed in the invincibility of his legions. This defeat was not just a military loss, but a personal blow to his leadership. People said he walked around his palace yelling, "Varus, give me back my legions!" This phrase echoed through the halls of history, symbolizing the depth of his despair and the magnitude of the loss. This defeat shows that even the most powerful can lose, that things can change quickly. It was a humbling experience for Rome, reminding them that their dominance was not guaranteed. It's a story about being too confident and not respecting your enemy. The Romans underestimated the Germanic tribes, thinking them to be disorganized and inferior. This overconfidence led to their downfall, but it's also a story about people fighting for their freedom, even when it seems impossible. The Germanic tribes united under a common cause, showing incredible resilience and strategic brilliance. What do you guys think about this battle? It's a fascinating topic that has been debated by historians for centuries. The implications of this battle are still felt in historical discussions today. How did it change Rome forever? The boundaries of the Roman Empire were redefined, and their approach to expansion was altered. This battle forced Rome to reconsider its strategies and priorities. Let me know in the comments. Your thoughts and insights are valuable. Let's discuss how this pivotal moment in history shaped the future of Rome and the world.